People ask me all the time, what's the most important survival tool that they should get? Is it a rifle or a pistol? Is it a special flashlight or a bear spray, a camp stove, extra food, a sleeping bag and tent, a knife, fire starter, water filter? It's none of those, and I tell them that. I tell them the truth. The number one survival tool is your mindset. Your mindset's about 80% of survival. You can have all the gear in the world, but if you panic, or you freeze up, or you make the wrong move, that gear won't save you, and odds are you'll walk into the wrong direction and right into the problem. Think about it, okay? If you fall into quicksand, what do most people do? They start thrashing around and they sink faster. The person who doesn't panic, who tries to get themselves horizontal and slowly swim out with maybe the breaststroke or whatever, they have a better chance of getting out. When there's a mass shooting in a mall, a lot of people run towards the shooter because they panic, or they'll run into the crowd and get trampled because they panic. The best thing to do, 3 long paused breaths, calm yourself down, and think for a minute. Okay? The minute you calm down, you can think clearly. In a panic, you cannot think. When they're practicing shooting drills in a lot of these shooting courses, they put you under stress and they teach you not to panic. Okay? Because the last thing you want to do is panic in an emergency situation. Those are the people who either get themselves killed or get somebody else killed. They run right into the middle of the storm rather than finding a clear way out. The one who panics burns energy. They make mistakes. They run right into the storm. So here's the takeaway. Next time chaos hits, stop. Count 3 slow breaths, like I said, and let your head clear before you make a move. And then that simple pause could be the difference between making it out and not making it out. Gear matters. Skills matter. Practice with your skills and with your gear. It does you no good if you have all the gear in the world, but you've never taken it out of the box and actually used it. You know, after a hurricane or a wildfire or an earthquake, oh my God, you know, how do I put this back together? How do I operate this? I've never done this before. Practice a couple times. Learn how to use this stuff. It doesn't do you any good sitting in your closet, okay? You need to know how to use it. And when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do, and you won't panic. You'll say, hey, I got this. No problem. I've done this before. And you'll know exactly what to get and how to put it together and how to make it work. And you'll be a lot more comfortable than the person that's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, not knowing what to do or how to use their gear that they do have. And they're the ones that suffer through the disaster. Stay calm. That's what kept me calm through Loma Prieta and the fire. When we went through the campfire, stayed calm. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be, but I knew that somehow, if I stay calm, I'll make the right decisions rather than in a panic, make a stupid decision and get myself or my wife injured or killed. That's all it is. Stay calm. Don't let these people whip you up into a frenzy. You're in charge of your own survival, and part of that is learning how to stay calm and collected and cool. Yeah, you can be afraid. Afraid is fine. But know that if you have some skills and you've practiced a little bit, you'll have those skills down well enough. You don't have to be an expert, but well enough to be able to get yourself through it. And if you're in a situation where there's a mall shooter or something, listen to where the shots are coming from, and shots echo. I've seen countless times where people panic and they run the wrong direction right into the shooter. Okay, maybe you'd be better off hiding in the back of the store under the counter. You don't know. But if you don't panic, you'll figure out what you're supposed to do. If you panic, you're like a lost cause, and nobody's going to help you because you're like totally out there, freaking out, and there's no getting through to you. Okay, so practice calming yourself down. You know, maybe practice an argument with your wife or your girlfriend, and then see if you can calm yourself down. Tell them, hey, I need to like increase my tension level so that I can practice calming down. Do a couple drills. You know, hey, pretend that there's an earthquake and now you don't have any power, and go set up your stove in the backyard and cook your dinner on that. Try it. It'll help you a lot. If you don't practice and you don't learn to calm down and get your wits back again about you, you're a goner, man. You're a lost cause. And I don't want to see you guys be that. I want you guys to survive and thrive. That's the name of the game. That's why we prepare. We don't prepare just to get by. We prepare so that we have some sort of normalcy in our life, because you can't help anybody if you don't have normalcy yourself. It's the old airline instructions. Put your oxygen mask on first, and then go help your neighbor. Because if neither one of you are getting enough oxygen, it's not going to do any good if you're both dead. So that's my rant for today. Hope that helps you guys. Just know that I love you guys, and I hope that you're all doing well. And I really appreciate your views and your comments. So comment down below and tell me what you've done. And tell me if you've ever been through a major disaster and how you coped. You know, I know lots of friends that didn't make it do well, and they panicked. And then they didn't know what to grab when they had to leave. They got evacuated. They left all the stuff that they really needed and panicked and got a bunch of trivial stuff because they hadn't practiced, and they were just in a panic. They just grabbed stuff just to grab it. You know, no go bag, no inch bag, no nothing. No even get home bag in their car. So I'm sorry for the length of this video. It's not supposed to be that long. Hopefully you guys will watch it and learn from it and take it to heart and practice. Okay? In the meantime, Patriot 0 out.